Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. Let's get this started with, and let's start with a quick summary of chapters 1 to 20, and we'll end this video straight ahead. It'll be like 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah. Famous last words. Anywho, there's so many things to really talk about all this, and all I'm trying to say is that Great Expectations is a book full of great stuff, and it has a great thing into it. Pip is the boy and the protagonist of this novel, where he's like at his grave with his parents, and then this guy comes in like criminal, like shakes Pip around and forces him to bring him food and fire or his life. Like, give me food and a fire, or else I will rip your heart out and your liver out and I'll eat you alive. More or less dead, to be honest, because without a heart and liver, you're basically dead. Then Pip goes ahead and steals some of their Christmas dinner, replaces some rum with a sort of water, brings them to the person, the criminal, and like he comes back and boom, mission accomplished. But then he defends his sister, finds out that the food's stolen, and her her husband, she's not gay, her husband comes in, and he's really nice, unlike his wife, find out about the food, and Pip literally panics, and then eventually the police rush him with handcuffs that he panics so much more that he accidentally runs into them. Smack! And that's one of the great things about the whole book itself. That afterwards, after giving him the food the next day, he finally comes back with it, and yeah, a file's missing. Obviously, Joe would notice that. And when the criminal is caught, instead of actually saying that Pip stole it for him, he said that he stole it all by himself. Also, he doesn't really say how he stole it. And rumors start speculating of how he must have stolen it without anyone noticing. Especially the file. Interesting. Eventually, the criminal is back in the court and he's sent to Australia. Yep, buddy, yep. And you know how annoying that is, right? There's so much more to really do in Australia other than like doing all that. So Daggers, eventually Pip goes in there and becomes an apprentice to Joe, the blacksmith. And you know really what happens in this novel right by now. He basically goes on an apprenticeship, and it's been a few years already. He's like adult, sort of. And eventually, like, this guy, this random stranger comes in, and he's like, hey, dude, Pip, I'm gonna release you from your apprenticeship because, like, there's this stranger who doesn't want me to tell you who he is, says that he has somebody who would like to give you, some random stranger to give you a lot of money and a lot of the fortune, a lot of property. I will give you all that. Yeah? Sounds good? Pip's like, yay, and who are you? And turns out that guy is a lawyer named Jaggers, who turns out is also Miss Henshaws. My God, I keep forgetting her name. It's so complicated. Havisham. Miss Havisham's lawyer too. Now, who is Miss Havisham? First of all, let's backtrack. Now, in the beginning, before Pip was apprenticed to Joe, this happened where he was ordered by Miss Havisham to come to this place called Sada's house, where she lives with a little girl named Estella, who starts bullying him and trying to break his heart and stuff. And yes, a lot of things happen. Also, his heart is probably never broken. A lot of things have happened, and Estella does a lot of great things towards him. She's a bit cruel, and sometimes she's nice, and others she's like, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna say you. And one time she declares heartily that she hates him, and that she doesn't really want to do any of this. And that is exactly wrong with all this. And basically a lot of things happen ever since then. And one more thing I shall mention before I end this video is that eventually, like, he's kicked out of the house forever after being apprenticed to Joe, and he has a little thing for Stella, and that's all I'm going to say. But eventually, the book this chapter ends where Mr. Jaggers takes the country boy to London and seeing him looking out in awe at the great city of London. Hey, cat, go grab that fly. Yeah, I'm serious. Go grab him. And that is the end of today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Shine out. Peace.